So this right here is the Sonos Beam Gen 2, and before we set it up, let's go ahead and quickly take a look around the soundbar. So unlike the Sonos Beam Gen 1 that had a cloth grill, the Gen 2 now has a fully polycarbonate outer shell that makes it easier to clean while also making it look and feel more premium. On the bottom of the soundbar, it's got rubber pads and 2 threads so you can mount it on the wall. Do keep in mind the wall mounting kit does not come included with the soundbar. Then on the back side is where you'll find all of the ports. So going from left to right, there's the power jack, a join button, an Ethernet port, and something new to the Gen 2, a HDMI eARC port. Now setting up the soundbar was pretty simple. I like how flush the power cable sits on the back. Then I went ahead and downloaded the Sonos app. The soundbar just automatically popped up on my phone, but you know, when you're setting it up, if it doesn't, you can hit the join button and then just follow the instructions. Another new feature on the Gen 2 is that now it supports NFC, which just makes connecting it even faster. Next, I went ahead and custom tuned the Beam 2 using TruePlay. Now, this feature is only available on iPhones. So what TruePlay does is basically use the microphones on my phone or on the iPhone, and it measures how sounds reflect off walls and other surfaces in the room. Then it fine-tunes the speaker to make sure it sounds great no matter where it's placed. Now that's done, the Beam 2 is pretty much ready to go. I also went ahead and added the Google Voice Assistant. The Sonos Beam 2 supports Google Voice Assistant, Amazon Alexa, and Sonos' own personal voice assistant. The only catch here is that if you have either of these voice assistants turned on, only one can be turned on and the others will not work. Since the Beam 2 doesn't come with a remote control, you'll find all of the control buttons on top of the soundbar. They're touch capacitive buttons. Here you can change the volume, pause or play the music, skip or go back a track, and then mute or unmute the mic. With eARC and a 40% faster CPU, not only does the Sonos Beam Gen 2 support Dolby Digital like the Sonos Beam Gen 1, but now the Gen 2 also supports Dolby Atmos in both digital and True HD formats. Inside the soundbar, it has one center tweeter that creates crisp highs, 4 elliptical mid-woofers for mid-range frequencies while also maximizing low-end output, 5 Class D amplifiers that have been tuned to the soundbar's unique acoustic architecture, and 3 passive radiators which enhance low frequencies for a balanced, powerful sound. So the overall sound quality this soundbar delivers is vibrant, crisp, and balanced. For a soundbar that's as compact as this, it has a good amount of bass. It's not bass that you will feel unless you're super close to the soundbar, but it's bass you can hear and it sounds really good. Watching movies, listening to music, and even playing games was a great experience with the soundbar. It has incredible vocal clarity. It can get pretty loud as well. It was able to fill up my 20x20 room with high fidelity music, and even at max volume, it sounds super clean. There was no distortions whatsoever. And now for my likes and gripes, I like pretty much everything about this soundbar. My only gripe has to be that there's no subwoofer, and if you do try to get a subwoofer from Sonos, it's pretty expensive. And yeah, there's like other soundbar systems that's a couple $100 that come with a subwoofer and all. So yeah, I'm looking forward to opening up this other Samsung soundbar I have that costs around $200, which comes with the sub. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, those are my likes and gripes. It's not really much, but overall the Gen 2 is good for anyone that wants a high fidelity listening experience in a compact soundbar that also supports Dolby Atmos. Now, it might not be the best option if you truly want to experience Dolby Atmos since there's no upward firing speakers, but for the size, it sounds great.
All units, level 4 mobilization. Location, Fisk Tower.
Fisk?
1084 at Fisk Tower. All units stand by. Warrant is en route.
Here they come again, worming their way into the black matter of my brain.
They promised to help us.
Trash!
He's slowing down!
Okay, so we're gonna do like a little sound test between like $130 soundbar and the Beam 2. All right, this one's the $130 soundbar, full volume.
Nazi Germany, the final push into the heart of darkness. Nazi Germany, the final push into the heart of darkness. The SOE had recruited the six of us under my command for one reason: to retrieve files on the top-secret Project Phoenix, the last gasp of the Third Reich. A coalition of Allied commandos thrown together and aimed at where our enemy was most vulnerable. The SOE had recruited the six of us under my command for one reason: to retrieve files on the top-secret Project Phoenix, the last gasp of the Third Reich. A coalition of Allied commandos thrown together and aimed at where our enemy was most vulnerable. This was meant to be our first and only mission.
Would you look at that?
Hell of a world! Who's up for saving it?
До свидания!
Let's go! Showtime!
This was meant to be our first and only mission.
Would you look at that?
Hell of a world! Who's up for saving it?
До свидания!
Let's go! Showtime! Okay, so you might not be able to really hear the difference, but the sound space of the Beam 2 sounds much more bigger, while the other one, you know, it sounded all right. But this, the vocals and just how clear dialogue and just everything sounds, it definitely sounds higher quality for sure. So yeah, I don't know if you could tell the difference, but yeah, just wanted to do a quick comparison.